Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Ladies, I absolutely love Wellness Wednesday because this is a time where I get to really share simple health hacks that are going to help you to look, live, and feel better physically, mentally, and spiritually. If you have a question or a health topic that you'd like to hear me discuss on the show, send me a message via my community page at rekishiamcmillancommunity.com. Here's a question from one woman who recently reached out to me. She asks, one of the challenges that I face most is having little to no energy. In order to make it through the day, I drink Red Bull energy drinks. And even after that, I'm still exhausted and I don't feel like I have enough energy to get through the day. I'm always exhausted and feeling tired. Please help. Does this sound like you? Could you use more energy to help you make it through your day? I remember when I used to struggle to get out of bed because my energy levels were so low. And it was through the scriptures that God showed me that by consuming more plants that I could really change how I was feeling. I started juicing, lightly steaming, and eating more raw vegetables, and my energy levels went through the roof. I was so amazed because eating a plant-based diet changed my health. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how you can increase your vitality and harness the power of the amazing Yerba mate plant. Let's get into it. When it comes to women's health, there's an overwhelming amount of information out there, and honestly, it can be quite confusing. Diets, fads, trends, which one is right? What if I told you the answers to optimal health can be found in one of the most ancient medical books ever written, the Bible? If you're ready to take the guesswork out of living a healthier life, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Rock Your World Naturally show. I'm Rekishia McMillan, honorably retired Air Force veteran, certified health coach, and award-winning author. After years of trying to recover my health the world's way, I was still sick, depressed, and had no energy. Finally, I surrendered to God, and He showed me in the Bible how to recover my health, and it rocked my world naturally. My calling is to help women who are struggling and burnout to have more energy and lose weight by using God's prescription for physical, mental, and spiritual health. If you're ready to experience extraordinary health, grab your favorite herbal tea or power smoothie, and let's get ready to rock your world naturally. The Bible mentions several passages that refer to consuming plants, and I'm going to share some of those scriptures with you, starting with Genesis 1:29. And God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. So from this verse, the book of Genesis shares that God provided plants and their fruits as food for us to eat. Genesis 9:3, every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. And as I gave you the green plants, I give you everything. And so after the flood, God expanded our dietary options to include animals as well as plants for food. And so this verse acknowledges that plants were originally provided for us to consume as food. Daniel chapter 1 verse 12 says, test your servants for 10 days, lest we be given vegetables to eat and water to drink. So in the book of Daniel, this is when the prophet and his friends, they requested a diet of just vegetables and water rather than consuming the royal food and wine. And so this passage highlights the choice to follow a plant-based diet for spiritual reasons. Romans 14:2, one person believes he may eat anything, while the weaker person eats only vegetables. And in this verse, in the New Testament, the Apostle Paul discusses the differing perspectives on food and emphasizes the personal convictions about dietary choices that can vary among individuals. And then the last scripture that I'll share is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 3 to 5. It says, they forbid marriage and require abstinence from foods that God created to be received with thanksgiving by those who believe and know the truth. For everything God created is good, and nothing is to be rejected if it is received with thanksgiving, for it is made holy by the word of God and prayer. And so in this passage, it's encouraging us to receive food with thanksgiving, and it acknowledges that all of God's creations are good for consumption. And so from the very beginning, God populated the earth with plant life for our benefit. And the human body naturally responds well to eating plants based on a number of reasons. The first reason is nutrient content. And plants are rich in essential nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, fiber, and phytochemicals. And these nutrients are vital to maintaining optimal health and supporting various physiological functions in the body. And so consuming a diverse range of plant-based foods ensures an adequate intake of these nutrients that promotes our overall well-being. Plants are also full of fiber, and fiber is not present in any type of animal-based food. And fiber plays a crucial role in maintaining our digestive health. It helps to regulate our blood sugar levels. It helps us to feel more full or promote satiety. It also helps to support a healthy weight. It also aids in chronic diseases such as heart disease, which is the number one silent killer of women. It also helps to prevent type 2 diabetes and certain types of cancer. So if you're eating more of a meat-based diet versus a plant-based diet and you're experiencing a lot of health issues, it could be related to the fact that you're not getting enough fiber in your diet. The other area is that plants contain antioxidants and phytochemicals. And these are compounds that have been shown to have numerous health benefits. They help to protect our bodies from oxidative stress, reduce inflammation, support our immune system, and also have potential anti-cancer properties. Plants are also low in saturated fat and cholesterol. And many times, plant-based foods that are naturally low in saturated fat and cholesterol, which are both associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, by incorporating more plants into your diet, you can reduce their intake of the harmful substances that come along with eating heavy saturated fat and cholesterol. And this in turn is going to promote a healthy heart, which we want for all of our sisters. The other area is that plants have potential anti-inflammatory effects. Certain plant compounds, such as omega-3 fatty acids that are found in flax seeds and walnuts, as well as polyphenols that are found in fruits and vegetables, have been shown to have anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation is linked to various diseases like heart disease, diabetes, certain types of cancer. And so by consuming plant-based foods, women can potentially reduce inflammation in their body to support your overall health. And so if you're having a lot of chronic inflammation in the body, whether that's joint pain, body aches, body pains, it's because your body is in that cycle of where it needs something, an intervention, we'll say, to help reduce that inflammation. One of the best and the natural forms to reduce that inflammation is by eating more plants, consuming more plant-based foods into your diet. And then one of the final areas concerning plants is that they are beneficial for digestive health. The fiber that is present in plant-based foods actually act as a prebiotic. And a prebiotic helps to nourish the gut with beneficial bacteria. And that bacteria plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy digestive system and supporting nutrient absorption, which helps to strengthen the immune system. And so we see from all of these different benefits that come from eating a plant-based diet, why it is essential to supporting our overall health. God created our bodies to naturally assimilate the nutrients that are found in a plant-based diet. And in fact, plant molecules and our human blood molecules have many similarities, particularly in terms of their chemical composition and certain functional properties. And I think that's so important based on Leviticus 17 and 11. The life of all living creatures is in the blood. And when we begin to understand the human blood makeup in the area of molecules and see the similarities between plant molecules, it just makes sense why we must have a diet that is filled with a variety of plants, because that is God's divine design. One of the first similarities is that they are both organic compounds, meaning that they are comprised of carbon-based compounds that play a crucial role in our biological processes, different functions within the body. This includes carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, as well as nucleic acids. Another similarity is that they both utilize carbohydrates as a source of energy. Where plants use glucose to serve as the primary energy source during photosynthesis, and in our bodies, glucose is also an essential energy source for various physiological processes, including cellular respiration. Another similarity is that they have amino acids and proteins. And amino acids are the building blocks of protein. And so both plants and humans, we rely on proteins for numerous biological functions. And so proteins are involved in processes like enzymatic reactions, cell signaling, as well as structural support. Another similarity is in the area of pigments. Certain plant molecules, such as chlorophyll, that bright green color that we see produced in plants, acts as a pigment that is responsible for capturing light energy during photosynthesis. And in the human blood, we have a pigment called hemoglobin, and that's why our blood cells are red. The hemoglobin carries oxygen throughout the body. And so although their functions are different, both chlorophyll and hemoglobin are involved in light absorption as well as the transport processes. And then finally, one of the other similarities is that they both contain lipids. Both plants and humans, they utilize lipids for energy storage, insulation, and structural components of cell membranes. Lipids, including triglycerides, sterols, they play a vital role in maintaining cell integrity and providing a source of energy. So again, the parallels, the similarities between the human blood molecular structure and the plant-based molecular structure, it just makes sense of why God created plants for us to consume and have them as part of our diet, according to Genesis 9 and 3. So now that I've laid a foundation biblically on God's role and purpose for plants in our lives in the area of our diet, I want to share information about the Yerba mate plant, which I believe will be greatly beneficial to you. And maybe you've never heard of the yerba mate plant, but it's a plant that belongs to the holly family. It's native to South America, particularly Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay. And the leaves of the yerba mate plant, they're dried and they're used to make a popular tea called mate. And women have been drinking yerba mate for centuries. And this plant is known for its ability to support mental clarity, endurance, appetite control, focus, increased energy, as well as improving your mood. Yerba mate is also a natural source of caffeine and contains polyphenols, which have strong antioxidant properties. One of the interesting facts about yerba mate is that it includes a compound called chlorogenic acid. And this is important because coffee also contains chlorogenic acid. But yerba mate has it at a rate of 10 times more. And it occurs in yerba mate naturally. And this compound is important because it supports healthy brain function, it supports your mood, your focus, as well as promotes feelings of calm. So this is not a regular plant. This is a very special plant with many healing properties. And yerba mate is what we call an adaptogen. And an adaptogen is a plant that helps your body to adapt to occasional stress. And so adaptogens help you to feel more alert, more focused, and more calm during those situations when you really need that type of support. To help the women that I coach enjoy all of the benefits that yerba mate has to offer, I recommend a medical nutritional drink called Una Mate. This is an alternative to energy drinks as well as coffee because most energy drinks come with a cost, whether it's high sugar content or a quick spike of energy. Many times that's followed by a crash, just like the example that I gave of the one client who reached out to me. She was having so many issues because she just could not sustain a good, healthy energy flow throughout the day because the energy drinks were causing her to constantly crash. Whereas receiving natural energy from the yerba mate plant in the form of unamate is one way to do this naturally as well as in a healthy way. And so one of the things that's special about unamate is that the benefits and the effectiveness of it have increased because it undergoes a very unique as well as a rigorous purification process. And this results in a high quality, concentrated, ultra pure yerba mate powder that's really unparalleled that I've seen as a health professional. And so you've heard about the benefits of the yerba mate as well as unamate, but are there any side effects for any woman that's listening and she's saying, okay, I think I might want to try yerba mate, and I'd like to do that in the form of unamate in a drink. What are the side effects? Unamate is recommended for any woman if you're looking to support your focus, if you're looking to improve your mood, if you want to even fend off cravings or re-energize in between your meals, if you want to start your day off strong without having to worry about jittery effects or an energy crash later after consuming energy drinks, then Unamate definitely is for you. It doesn't have any known side effects except for one caveat, and that is if you are sensitive to caffeine, I recommend that you reduce the amount that you drink to half a pack instead of a full pack. And please do not drink it at night because it does give you that natural energy. You will not be able to go to sleep. One serving of Unamate contains about the same amount of caffeine as a premium cup of coffee. And so that's just something to keep in mind. Also, if you are pregnant or you're nursing, because of the caffeine content, it's not recommended for those, again, who are pregnant or nursing. And the women that I work with, they absolutely love Una Mate because it contains that yerba mate. It helps them and it makes it easier for them to enjoy more good days with natural energy. Because when we have more energy, we can accomplish more of the things that we need to take care of, whether it's caring for our children, our spouses, getting our jobs done, things that we need to do for ministry. We'll be able to have more energy to do that. And so enjoying increased energy levels is possible when we follow the blueprint based on Genesis 9:3, where we're incorporating those plants into our daily diet. And personally, I believe that yerba mate is an amazing gift that's been created by God to naturally support our healthy brain function, our mood, our focus, giving you that energy that you need, as well as helping you to feel calm. And so what I'm going to do in today's show link is add a link for you to be able to try out yerba mate in the form of Unimate to see the difference that it makes in your life. And after you try it, I would love to hear about your experience. You can message me. You can reach out to me again on my community page, RekishiaMcMillanCommunity.com, and let me know what your experience was after enjoying the Unimate with the yerba mate plant that is within this wonderful medical nutritional supplement. I pray that you have an amazing day and enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you next week. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. I pray that it blessed and challenged you to move towards living the abundant life that God has for you. If so, would you stop right now to share this episode with someone who's been praying to improve their health spiritually, physically, or emotionally? I would love it if you could take 30 seconds to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. This is the only way that I know that you're liking the show. Also, it rocks my world to hear from you. Lastly, come on over to my free community, RekishiaMcMillanCommunity.com, to grab your free gifts. I have everything you need to know about working with me, taking my courses, or connecting. Also, head over to RekishiaMcMillan.com to explore my health products and sign up for free complimentary health coaching. My prayer for you will always be 3 John 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. I'll see you in a few days. God bless.